Hello and welcome to the Graphic Adventure Creator by Incentive Software. This is going to be a bit different to a normal playthrough of a game. It's going to be a bit more like my AGK tutorials, but not with AGK, but with GAC. I'm pretty certain there's absolutely no tutorials out there for using the Graphic Adventure Creator for the Spectrum. And that's probably because YouTube, the internet, did not exist then. Cripes, that would have been weird. I suppose you could get onto the internet with bulletin board systems, I believe, but that's not something I ever did. Even the Amiga, that was just no, what the hell, no, I don't think so. It was expensive as well, I believe. So anyway, without further ado, if you want to know how you could make an adventure game using an emulator, or a Spectrum, of course, real Spectrum, and GAC, then watch on, because I'm going to show you the basics, and I'll probably do more than one episode for this. It's been many years, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty, but I've got everything I need to show you how to do a little game. So, right, we've loaded up GAC. Press a key for the main menu. There's the main menu. We've got 23k left. Yes, 23,194 bytes. Massive memory, you can imagine. I mean, the Spectrum had 48k, so GAC's using the rest of that basically, and what's left is for your adventure. Now, when you first load up GAC, it's not really going to be usable. If I look at the moment at verbs, we've got no verbs. If I look at nouns, we've got no nouns. If I try to enter the adventure, we've got nothing. We've got no room, nothing. Now, what you really want to do is load the quick start. So if you press T to load adventure, just press enter, and then it should load the quick start. Well, that's done it there, I believe. You can see it's got less memory now. It's only on 22,456, and if I look, we've got some basic verbs in, and oh yes, no, I can't remember the arrow keys on the Spectrum to go down. Yes, I don't want to do that. Escape. Arrow keys down, up, down. That's going to be useful. That's not going to be useful. Cursor keys don't go up and down. Yeah, I'm going to have to work that out. But it doesn't matter for now. They're in. Emulators, terrible. Right, so you can see it's got some basic stuff in that. Now the quick start, what we've loaded up, that's got all your run-of-the-mill stuff, look, examine, that sort of thing built in. If you press enter, you're still not going to have anything because there's no room. So first thing to do, press R for room descriptions. We want room number 1, and we'll just say you are in a room. Really super duper, but we're not here to create a mega adventure, just an adventure. Connections are if you want an exit, north, south, east, west, that sort of thing. And it's going to be a locked room, so I'm going to say no connections at all. Just press enter for picture number. That'll just leave it at 0 until we've got a picture. We've got nothing to put there for it, so just press enter and escape to get out of there. So now if you press enter, hey, we're in a room. We can look, and we're still in a room, and we can do nothing else because there's nothing to do. We've not set anything. But you can see it's nice and easy. I'll quickly show you the diagnosis, and you can see there we've got some markers across the top, 0 all the way across. I'm not quite sure why it goes 0 to 9 and then 0 to 9 again. But anyway, yeah, you've got your markers, and then down the bottom of the major numbers you've got 255 markers you can use, so it sort of gives you an idea of which one you're going to be on. Obviously it goes 0 to 20, that's why it goes 0 to 9 and 0 to 9. Anyway, but there's nothing again to see, and I won't be using that much. It is useful. Oops, come on, let me out. It is useful once you're doing a big game, but we're not doing a big game. It's not going to be a major thing. If you've set a marker so you know you've picked something up or done something, that will be listed in there. So next we need, what do we need? We need something in there. So we can either add to the actual description and add some stuff in there that you can examine, or you can just add objects in there directly. But first of all, we're going to just add an object in. So objects. What can we have? What can we have? God blimey, I don't know. A key. So object number 1. A key. Starts in room 1 and weighs 1. There we go. And we've got an object in. So now, if we enter the adventure, you can see a key. Get key. You can't. We've not put anything for getting them, but we can try and examine the key. Exam key. That won't work either. And take key won't work either, because it's the same as get. So now we want to be able to pick things up. So there's a little trick to this. It's in the actual manual where it gives you this information. It's fairly simple, and it gives you some ideas for how you could do other things in GAC later on. So conditions are the parts what actually check, they're your programming lines to check what's happening in the game. So really, for get and drop, that's a low priority condition. It's going to be checking it after you've typed. High priority will do everything before you've typed, as soon as it loads the room up basically, and low priority do things after you've typed. Local conditions that you can see there for specific rooms. So if you've got something that's specifically only ever going to be done in that room, you just do it in there instead, and that works pretty much the same as low priority conditions. So get and drop. So we want low priority, so that's L. Not sure what lines we can start with, so just press enter. Line 1, you can see the sort of look here. Verb 10 and message 239. List with white end. What do you think that does? That's your inventory, I would guess. Let's keep on going. I think it's probably about line 8. Yep, line 8. Okay, right, now if, make sure you put your spaces in. Brackets, because this is the conditional part, the part where it checks it. Make sure you have your space. NO1, which is noun 1, is less than just say 10 for now. That's what it says in the manual. You can always increase that later on if you have more objects than 10, because this is basically a thing to check all objects. Verb 7. So that's basically saying if you've put in noun 1 and it's less than 10, so any number up to between 1 and 10 will work there. And verb 7, which is, I assume, get, then it'll do this part, which is out of the brackets. Get NO1. Okay. And that's going to get the object and tell you okay. Here we go. And next line, exactly the same again. NO1 less than 10, and verb 8, which is drop, and it drops. Drop NO1. Okay, and there we go. So we get out of there, and now when we run the adventure, we can take the key. Oh, and I can't see that. What? What do you mean I can't see that? Look. Oops. Look. You can also see a key. So, get key. I can't see that. Get a key. Oh, right now. Of course. You see, that's doing it without thinking. In objects we have object 1, which is a key, which is great, but in nouns we have it, and that's it. That's now good. So we need to add in key into nouns. Make sure it's the same number as your object, because of that little bit of code we've just put in. That checks between 1 and 10. They've got to match, else they're not going to work. So we've got key in there now. So now when we run it, get key. Yay, we have a key. Inv for inventory. I'm carrying a key. So you can see it's pretty easy. I've not really done a lot. I'm putting 2 lines of code, 1 noun, 1 object, and a room description. Obviously loaded the quick start, so we've got a lot of the basics in, and we've got an adventure. Fair enough, you can't do a lot at all, but we have an adventure. So now we want to be able to examine that key. Now we could do something similar. We could do exactly the same sort of code for examining the key as well. Not too sure whether that's the best way to do it, because obviously you might want something to happen when you examine the key. If you put in a standard command that just gives you a description, then I don't know, it's harder to change what happens to it. But for now we're just going to put in a standard set of conditions for picking them up, exactly the same as what we did before. So low priority conditions again, I think it's 10, but yeah, we'll go to line 10. So if we go if, now this is going to take me a bit more working out, I think. NO1 is less than 10, and the verb, now what verb is examine. 16, right. That's from the quick start. I'll just let you know. It's because it's already been put in the quick start. That's why I'm trying to work out what that is, and I can't remember off the top of my head. So that's basically if it's less than 10. Now the first noun that you put in, and the verb 16, which is examine. Oops. Emulators, terrible. Then we're going to have to show a message. So we got a message in L1 end. Now get out of that, we need to go into messages, message 1. Again, these are going to have to match your objects, and we'll put a small silver key. And that'll do, because I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. And there we go. So now run the adventure, and we examine the tree, the key, the tree, a small silver key. Yay! Just to prove it's gone, look, I'm in a room. Fantastic. GAC, brilliant. I actually started doing a conversion of this in Dark Basic. I had the entire main menu all sorted out. You could add all your stuff in and whatnot. And I was working on actually trying to get the adventure part working afterwards, but that was proving difficult. And then I got AGK, and I've sort of left all my DB stuff, and I've had hard drive failures, so I very much doubt I've even got the code anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, it's brilliant little program. I loved it on the Spectrum. And it's easy to make a game. So let's make a. If we go any further, we'll make a room graphic. So we go for graphics. Now this could be difficult. Picture number 1, so we can match it to the room. Now I need to know my cursor keys. Oh no! I'm sure it's 6, 7. Alright, there we go. 6, 7, 8 there, and then Shift makes it go faster. Right, yeah. I'm not going to be able to do a lot. Press left and right. There we go. Let's do a quick room. Now normally I'd draw a frame here and merged it into all of them. In fact, I might. Can't remember how many pictures I'm allowed. 255. That works. Okay, we'll do a frame. I don't know why I'm bothering going into this much detail, but we'll do a frame just so it looks a bit more. Saves graphics memory, basically. All your graphics can be in a slightly smaller thing. That's it. Now I can draw. Press L to do that. And then if we can ever work out the directions, we can draw a line. Yep. And again, and we'll go right. Come on, spectrum. And again, down, and again, and across. Can I hold the key down? I can. It's not much faster though. Right, so there we go. We've got a border. Oh, stuff it! I can't resist. I have to do it the way I always did the borders. Line, down, across. Yes, line. Up we go. Come on, right to the top. Line. There we go. We get there eventually. Come on, line. There we go. Right, we have a little frame. And shall I go? Yes, why not? Why not? I'm going the full hog. Oh, I haven't finished that one. I'll just put that for now. Get this line in. I'll keep going to the cursor keys, it's terrible. Get down there. Line that. There we go. Hold the key down. Gotta be quicker. Line. I shouldn't be doing this. This is just too much. Line. Go. Line. There we go. Well, it's not quite there, I don't think, but it's good enough. It's good enough. So we want to fill this in with colour. Oh, it's really awkward with these using 5, 6, 7 and 8, I must admit. Right, now what colour should we have it? Paper 8. Oh no, that's white, we don't want white. 5 cyan, 4, I can't remember the colours. Green, yeah, green will do. Or will it? Yeah, no, yeah, it'll do. Green. So we want to make this bit dark, so I think you could shade. There we go. S key does that. And do the same there. Oops. Oh, forgetting these little things. You have to go into the corners so it fits. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's my cursor? There it is. Come on. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. And shade again. Oh, too much in. wrong way. Shade, thank you. Right. And here we're just going to do. Now fill. F is probably going to fill it with black. Oh, I can't remember the commands. Hold on 1 second. Right, A should do paper. It does. Come on, Speedy! I can't remember exactly how I did this. This is probably wrong. I should have probably done it with the inside bit. Come on, cursor. You know you want to work. This is definitely wrong. I've got the shadings completely wrong. I just can't remember how I used to do it. I'm using A because I know it's gonna. I can overwrite it with the shading later. Do I want it black? Will fill. Doodly-doo, come on. Fill. Not 100% happy, but then again, it hardly matters, does it, for this? Give you some ideas to play around yourself. That's if you want to, of course. Most people are going to be like, what the hell do we want to do a Spectrum adventure for in this day and age? But you never know, someone might be interested who used to see GAC and always fancied trying it. I just never got chance to, because it was quite expensive for a Spectrum title. I mean, games were probably averaging about £7 or £8 then for a brand new game. And I think GAC was about 30. Well, I got it cheap because I got it through a computer club at the time on an offer. But I think it was about 30 quid at least. Some of these things were expensive. So there we go. We have sort of a picture. So that's picture 255. So if I escape that and go back to picture 1, I think M will allow me to merge in that. There we go. And you can see when I move that we've got a nice copy of the framing, and you can use that on all your graphics. So we'll make the room a different paper colour. We'll make the room 5, so that's cyan. Not brilliant, but I'm not going to be doing much, and I shall just draw a very boxy room line. Yes, that's the L key. And again, up and down, go across. Looks about right. Probably isn't, but it will do. Just get that attribute clash sorted out. That's better. There we go. Yeah, it was slightly skew-iffed. I thought it was. Oh god, I really wish I hadn't bothered doing a graphic now. go. D, put a little dot there, and we've got a doorway. Right, okay, out we go. Now, no more pictures. Enter the adventure. You can see it's no what. There's no picture after all that lot. That's no good. But if I go back to room number 1, you were in a room. Okay, we've got a bit more information now. So, why is the cursor keys not working? No, oh, enter. All right. Connections are nothing still, and picture 1. Now picture 1. 1. It's going to give me 10, isn't it? I knew it doesn't exist. Oh, what is delete on this stupid thing? This is not good. I'm trying the old delete. Shift and it's not working. It's not working. Escape. Yes, that works. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Let's try again. I'm in room. Connections. Should just let me do that. What? 0, 1. Now it's 0, 10. You swine. Why can't I delete you? Ah, no, that's not it. Got you, got you, got you. Yes! 1! Amazing. I can't remember what key that was now. It was, I think it was Shift and 1. Terrible not having a proper Spectrum keyboard. So enter, and then we have graphics to our room. And that side's not working. Why is that not working? That's a bit odd. Didn't save the shade. But there we go. I think that'll be enough for part 1. We'll get a bit more into the actual commands next, and making it an actual adventure where you can do something. Because this one is pretty basic still at the moment, as you can imagine. But yeah, GAC really easy to use. And I'll, like I say, I'll try and come back and do some more parts to this, and just get a tiny little adventure room game going. So until next time, I'll catch you later.